Let's go.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is the Ninja Reviewer here, and sorry if this review, guys, was on the late side. I know it's a late review of Dragon Ball Super. I know I really wanted to get this episode out, but actually it's about 2 days ago the episode came out, so I do apologize about that. And I didn't know what was going on because I thought it was basically going to be like postponed like One Piece was, because in case you guys don't know about the One Piece anime, the One Piece anime was postponed. This Saturday's episode was postponed for this Saturday coming up because technically there was a North Korea rocket launch, and because of that Japan was pretty much afraid it was like an emergency broadcast. So because of that, that episode got postponed. However, Dragon Ball Super did air before it, so it kind of made sense, but still, I really wish we could have had this bolt, or better yet, this should have just happened right after One Piece aired. I mean, I'm just saying. But regardless, though, I am here. Now, this review is not going to be extremely long because this episode of Dragon Ball Super is very, 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 very simple. But not only if it's very simple, the thing... Alright, let's just get the shittiest thing out of the way about this episode. The recaps. We didn't need to know shit that already happened like an episode ago. Or actually, in this case, 2 episodes ago. We did not need to see any of that shit. Toei, what the fuck? Like, why the hell did Toei decide to show recaps throughout the episode? Now, it was kind of odd that we didn't get that as soon as the episode started. It was just basically Goku and Vegeta, and they were just discussing, on their way to train. And he goes like, it doesn't matter, the usual Vegeta, like, Kakarot, you have to get serious because you don't know how strong these Universe 6 opponents are going to be, stuff like that. And then Krillin comes along because apparently Chi-Chi made up some kind of thing about some kind of picnic in space or something like that. And because of that, for some round reason, Goku told his wife a lie about some picnic in space with Beerus. I'm like, what the fuck? It was like weird as hell. And then basically all of a sudden, to get the hard explanations out of the way, Vegeta does the talking. But in reality, it's the announcer, and we're seeing like all this recap to inform Krillin on what was going down, pretty much. So it's like, so most of that, half of that episode was completely useless. It's just basically recap to tell Krillin exactly what happened about fucking not only 1 episode, but 2 episodes ago. And it took the majority of the half of the episode. And that's what really pissed me off, was that the fact that, oh man, we reached like the 9-minute mark. The 9-minute mark. Toei. What the fuck? Like, oh my god. Like, so that's one of the shittiest things. And not only that, we did get some recap in between. Well, okay. Before that, though, we did learn a little bit of information beyond the recap. We found out that that Goku and Vegeta were going to ask Majin Buu to join, and Vegeta reclines like, wait a minute. Let's not forget, this is the same Buu who actually was so angry with rage that he had to create another evil carnation of himself to basically become this evil Buu that was born. But technically with Majin Buu, we pretty much find out he learns how to control that anger pretty much, thanks to him living with Mr. Satan and trying to retain his anger. And not to mention, we get hints of Oob being born. In this timeline, we find out that Oob is only an infant. So yes, people, Oob is... So this is going to tie in from the very end of Dragon Ball Z. So this is going to tie into that. So I have a feeling, what if Super actually ends the same way like Dragon Ball Z? Like, what if it's basically, them, with Goku training Oob to become stronger? Maybe by that timeline, Goku has all this god-crazy ability, and he's able to actually just basically Like, maybe that's the case. That's just what I'm seeing here. It could possibly end up the same way like that. And if that's the case, it's actually pretty fine. I mean, I think in my opinion that would actually make a really good fitting ending. Especially because it's weird, because we also see Bola in the preview for the next episode. I'm like, oh really? We're showing her? But she's like a little girl. Like, she's basically in little girl form, because we know she got much older when we saw her at the very end of Z. But here, it's like, you know, that's in the preview, though. That's not for that. But basically, though, that is pretty cool that it did tie in with the very end of Z, where it's basically, in this particular timeline, yes, Oob is born. So, we do know that Oob definitely exists. I'm pretty sure this is why Goku has the uniform orange. Maybe he'll show signs on why he got like that blue uniform and stuff, and maybe he'll find out we could see Goten and Trunks reach puberty by that time, which would be pretty cool. But regardless, though, let's just get back on topic, because again, this episode with its fucking recaps throws this episode off for a loop. But beyond the recaps, because even Beerus and Whis have a recap, but not really too much, and we see that pretty much with Beerus and Whis is like, you know what, it basically, it's not really that important. It's just Beerus, saying that, one of these days, they're going to be strong enough to fight you. And he goes, that's fine. But it's not like they're going to become like the god of destructions anyway. They just want to obtain more power. So it's like, it's whatever. You know what? I guess Beerus is sort of finding out that it's really fun to have Goku and Vegeta around. Like, I think it makes him more entertained, because without them, I think he'd pretty much still be bored and not eating like all this delicious food. So that kind of makes sense, because he did see some potential in that prophecy of the Super Saiyan God, even if it was a myth. Meeting Goku was like, something out of the ordinary, but that's a little out of the point. Meanwhile, though, we find out who the last two contenders are going to team up with Goku and Vegeta. First, it's going to be Piccolo, and this is I understand studies become first, but Gohan, what the? Alright. This had so much potential to be incredibly hype. Like, literally. We even saw Gohan train with fucking Piccolo in the same mountain region. Them just duking it out, fisticuffs, and training with each other. But here's the thing that really pissed me off the most. When Goku asked the opportunity, he's like, alright, cool. At first he had his doubts because he, like we said, all fandom, the Dragon Ball fandom saying, there's no hope because he's more focused on studying and stuff like that. But we see him training with Piccolo, and then Gohan explains to his father that, that Frieza battle actually changed the way I see things in life. I really do want to get stronger to protect the people that I love. And you can tell he has been improving, and he's been learning, starting from the basics. And that's basically, what's going on. But no. Just no. Alright. What I'm really pissed off with, that's not the case. What I'm more pissed off with is at the fact that he said that he was going to join them, but then when Goku mentioned 4 days, he's like, oh no, I can't. And he's pacing back and forth, and I'm like, oh no. Oh no. He's going to have his doubts. Fuck. And he has his doubts. He's like, you know what? On that particular day, I have a very important conference meeting, so it's very important that I can be there. And he's like apologizing and shit. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, like I really want to join you guys, but because of that, and I'm doing this for Videl's sake, as well. It's not just for the Earth, but for Videl, maybe to keep his maintaining balance. I understand, bro. The struggle is real. Like, you need this very important job to put food on the plate for your family. Okay, I understand that, but you saying that you want to get stronger to not only protect the ones you love, but also everyone on the entire planet. And then you go from that to saying like, oh, well, never mind, I gotta go do some studying. So, Gohan, why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me.
Which is the reasons also why I was, delaying this episode for the Memorable, because obviously it's not going to be the most positive rating because of the recaps, and then Gohan, his flip-flopping, man. It's right here, man. Middle finger middle finger to not only Gohan, but for fucking Toei. That could have been your opportunity to change the story around, to make Gohan a redeemable character. But nope. It's like, oh, no. Yeah, we gotta scrap that. We gotta be like, you know what? Fuck that. No. We're gonna make Gohan the way he is. I'm like, no. I would have fucking... Yo. You should not get the same from the manga, man. You could have at least changed some stuff. Like, the movies changed some shit. So why couldn't you do the same thing with this? And I'm like, fuck. God damn it. So, Gohan's out. Piccolo actually joins in. But he says, like, you know, he doesn't want to train with them in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. So Goku and Vegeta want to train there to get, like, 3 years worth of training. Which, holy shit, that's pretty fucking OP if you ask me. Holy crap. Then we see that Piccolo refuses and he wants to train his own in meditation style. Then lastly, we got Majin Buu who's joining. At first, he wasn't really interested. And then when Goku mentioned any wish he wants, he goes, it's not only going to be for me, but it's going to be for my pal, Mr. Satan / Hercule. And it's like, aww, like that was kind of a sweet moment though. I'm not going to lie, that those two have a very strong bond. So, we see Majin Buu and him hugging because, you know, it's any wish in the world to make Mr. Satan happy is going to make Majin Buu happy. So, that's very nice. I like the bromance between the two. Between Majin Buu and Hercule / Satan. Or Mr. Satan. Whatever. Whatever the hell you want to call him for dub perspectives. But regardless, though, that was really good character development. That was really good bondage. I really like that a lot. That was really good. And, yeah, we found out that the Super Dragon Radar has already been made. And now, technically, they gotta find out how it, you know, becomes in use. But in the next episode, it seems like we're gonna follow stuff from the manga. Because from what I heard, they visit some dude, I forget the name of them. And they basically visit that person to find out where the last Super Dragon Ball is located. So I guess she needs that in order to amplify the radar to actually identify its location. Which kind of makes sense if you think about it. So, yeah. So, overall, that's pretty much it. This episode, we did get some progression. Like, progression-wise, we know who the fighters are now. Basically, all we know now is who's going to be contending. It's Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Majin Buu. And then, of course, Beerus and Wiz are going to start picking up Madoka soon. So, Madoka is going to be... Madoka is pretty much going to be picking up soon. So that's going to be pretty cool. So we finally get to meet him. And yeah, so that's basically it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below this episode. And review score. We didn't really get anywhere much. So I'm going to give this episode a 3 out of 5. It was just an okay episode at best. When you reach the 4 regions, that's when it's good. But for me, it wasn't really bad. It was okay. It was okay. It was an okay episode. So it gets a 3 out of 5. It's okay because, you know, the pacing problems with the recap. The animation wasn't so bad. There were some stiff tweak shots here and there. Oh, and we did get to relive a little bit of that dirt moment of episode 5. Fucking lovely. But regardless, though, the episode was just okay. We did get progression on who the fighters are going to be for Universe 7. And that's technically it. So let me know your thoughts if you guys are excited for the next episode. That's pretty cool. I'm actually curious to see this person that Jacko and them are going to go see about the last Super Dragon Ball. And yeah, that's basically it. So I'm done. Thank you all for watching so much. This is the Ninja Reviewer signing out. Peace out. Anime manga fans, keep supporting what you read and what you watch. And I will catch you guys next week for episode 31.